Gray, Imani McGee-Stafford, Kayla Thornton, and Teresa Plaisance. For the Aces, this is the lineup, Brucia, that they have been going with. Young, Plum, Cambage, McBride, Wilson. We'll see if they're off to a hotter start. Take us through tonight's opening tip.
Tonight, the Aces have really got to put their best foot forward, and it's all about focus. On Thursday, they dropped the ball, literally and figuratively, on offense and defense. And tonight, they just got to pay attention to every detail because this Dallas team is one that hustles from the beginning until the end. So their chance is here.
Well, and in talking with Bill Laimbeer a few minutes before the game, he told me it's just the energy. You could tell from the very beginning, literally the opening tip. We saw this against the game against Liberty here in the house. Terrific energy, and Bill Laimbeer concurred. They were defensively very active. How do you get a team, Marusha, to understand how critical that is? Because clearly they knew, and they did not do it on Thursday.
It's really tough because you got to be able to figure it out. Everybody could sense it, just like you said, based on the games. You know when the energy's there. But looking for tonight, starting with Asia on her drive to the basket, she's showing that she's going to be aggressive.
Foul is on Imani McGee-Stafford. Brian Agler in his first year as the head coach of the Wings, but he knows this league as good as anyone. A two-time WNBA champion with the Seattle Storm and then the Los Angeles Sparks. First year at the helm of the Wings, and he's under no illusions. He said, look, we have a lot of work to do. He wants to put in some championship traits, starting with defensive effort on the Dallas side.
And defense is where it starts for everyone. And this Dallas team plays really strong. And you can't teach hustle or heart. And they do really well at both of those.
Plum on Davis. Thornton. Ball no good. Liz tips it over to Kayla McBride. The guards for the Aces, 4 for 25 the other day against the Mystics. Bill Laimbeer said just nothing was going right. There, Jackie Young, bucket.
And that's already a greater start for her than she had in the last game. She was not able to score and was not even taking the shots that she needed, but she came out, and that's going to be the tempo set for this game.
Yeah, she was 1 for 7 in the last game, hit 1 3 late in the game. Thornton over to Imani McGee-Stafford, Liz Cambage in front contesting. Aces basketball.
And you see here, A'ja Wilson gets the ball, and Kayla Davis has to go over and help, leaving Jackie open, and she's got to take that shot, and she was able to knock it down.
Well, that's one of the things we saw the other day, not Jackie specifically, a bunch of different players passing up open shots. Granted, it happened late in the game, but here she takes it to the rack again. 2 quick ones from the #1 pick in this year's WNBA draft.
And a great job by her reading the defense. Probably based on the last game she's played, teams are going to play off of her, so she has to make herself a threat.
Well, and Jackie Young is very quiet. We've talked about it today in practice. The team teasing her a bit, trying to get her to talk. So a quick start for the Las Vegas Aces and a timeout called. Well, lots of undercurrents we said in this game. The all-time leading scorer, the #1 pick, 4 straight Final Fours, all on the floor tonight, thanks to the luck of the Irish. We'll explain coming up after the break. The luck of the Irish, there's Irish all over the floor. Orike Ogunbowale on the floor. Skylar Diggins still on maternity leave, at top 2 scorers all time for Notre Dame. And the '1 pick, Jackie Young, already on fire today, hitting 2 nice buckets for the Aces. Can't forget either about Kayla McBride, K-Mac, another great Irish. She made it to the NCAA Women's Final Four in all 4 years at Notre Dame. And hey, you know what? We're not going to forget head coach Bill Laimbeer, another Notre Dame alum. Shot clock expired despite protests.
There you see the Aces with great rotation on defense. Kelsey Plum getting through the screen, and Liz Cambage helping out just a little bit and giving her time to recover.
1979 graduate of Notre Dame for Bill Laimbeer. Turned 62 right before the beginning of the season. Still has a nice stroke. We see it in practice every day. Kelsey Plum recovers a loose ball. Ogunbowale in front. Ooh. Jackie Young into Cambage. No foul called. Lots of contact. Baseline.
And right there, no rotation on the backside. A'ja was a little late coming over.
Desiree Stevens just traveling baseline. Two collapsing on Cambage. Fighting to get out of it. Thornton and Stevens. How about that? Out to Kelsey Plum. Good.
A great job by
Stroke.
Yeah, great job by Liz keeping her composure and being able to find somebody. But Plum still has to find her stroke. She didn't do well in the last game.
Yeah, Plum 0 for 8 shooting. She'll find her stroke. Meanwhile, Alicia Gray knocks that one down, former teammate of A'ja Wilson. Hanging all over Cambage, shrugs off the jacket and makes the bucket.
Gives a nice little look at Stevens as she nails it.
There's that moment of like, okay, here's how it's gonna go. McBride pestering on defense. Ogunbowale needs just a second to see that shot. It's good for 3. Quick catch and shoot. 8-2 run by the Wings since the timeout. Young dumps it into Cambage. Defense is strong. Cambage complaining about the contact from Desiree Stevens. Thornton off the screen.
We spoke earlier about the intensity on defense from this team. So Kayla McBride not able to convert on the 3, but the defensive intensity for Dallas is going to make sure they get a hand in every face of the shooter.
Ogunbowale shot off. Shots are open outside. Jackie Young knocks it down.
Okay, Young. The young Jack.
Well, it's crowded inside. There's shots available outside, yeah?
And that's exactly what's going to open it up. She's got to be able to nail that shot. She's worked on it all week. And it looks like those first 3 shots gave her some confidence.
Long ball comes up short. Getting the rebound. Shot clock expires, though. "17 feet, no good." Rattling around for Wilson.
Right there in that transition, Dallas tends to overplay the wing. So right there, everybody tried to go back door, but they were able to compose themselves and stay in front.
Nice 2, made it look so easy, so strong.
Great shot by Izzy. She spent some time here in training camp, also played with San Antonio prior to the Aces being purchased by MGM.
Cambage over the top to A'ja Wilson.
That combination is deadly. They do so well, and they look for one another.
Plum taking pride in her defense. Look at her pestering Ogunbowale. The reverse comes up short, and Ogunbowale complaining about not getting the call. Outlet to McBride.
Kelsey Plum had her eyes up the entire time. She saw her partner in crime streaking down the right side and getting the ball up and in for 2.
Turnover Wings. Look, there is a lot of contact in the paint. Liz Cambage, former Wing, getting battered.
And they know how she plays and how physical she is, and they are meeting her with that same intensity. No calls. She's able to play smart, but here she keeps going at it, and she's able to nail it and get the bucket.
Yeah, shrugs that one off, and then here's another one. There's no foul called on this, and this is turned into the ref.
She's letting the referee know, however.
He's out at the moment, and Dearica Hamby in. Megan Gustafson in for the Wings. Re-sign, good rebound by Gustafson and put back.
Great hustle on the board by Gustafson to get that ball against De'Erica Hamby.
She had her first pro bucket in the last game against the Mercury. Pass into Hamby, unconverted. Ogunbowale going to try to get past Plum. Ends up stepping back.
Not afraid of the contact. Yeah.
Everybody.
So that sets the tone. Everybody knows it's going to be physical. Now you adjust your play.
Turnover. And a turnover right back. Here comes McBride, pushing the pace. Gustafson chasing.
No way she was going to catch K-Mac in the open court.
Kayla Davis, also out of South Carolina. Wallen going right at it, and one. Hey, I like whistles.
She's such a presence. She's so physical, not afraid of the contact, so it actually plays to her advantage. Here you see Plum coming over, never got in front, but she absorbed the contact and still got it up over the front of the rim.
Number 14, Sugar Rogers.
Sugar Rogers coming in for the Aces. Brooke McCarty-Williams entering for the Wings. McCarty-Williams was the last cut last year for the Sparks in LA under head coach Brian Agler. Said he's been a fan of hers. Sugar pushed.
They know Sugar's a shooter, and coming off of that screen, it doesn't take much for her to get that shot up. So they have to be into her body to keep her from getting it off. A little bit too much into her body.
I'm always just looking at the refs. Have to go around the player. The player has to turn around because there's no numbers on the front of the jerseys. It takes a little extra second to make that call. I'm not over it yet. I'm not over the numbers now on the front of the jerseys yet, and neither are the officials.
They are so long on the inside.
Nice pass inside to McGee Stafford, but plenty of aces contesting. Gustafson picks it up, puts it back. Liz over to Hamby, and a smile erupting from Cambage on that assist.
She's so big, she demands a double team in the presence, and De'Erica Hamby really smart with this, cutting to the basket and getting open.
Gustafson, meet Cambage. Gets a foul off of Liz Cambage.
And Liz here, she demands that double team, and De'Erica Hamby really smart, just cutting to the basket, making that dive, and catching a great pass from Liz.
Had a good conversation with Brian Agler about Megan Gustafson. He said, look, everybody had a lot to say about us cutting her. At that point, said Agler, we needed a point guard. Kayla Davis, we had not moved over yet to the point. It was hard to let Gustafson go at that point. Happy to have her back. Certainly the GM has said, hey, look, here's another opportunity. Come in and make it impossible for us to say goodbye. And Gustafson doing everything she can to make that happen. Tamara Young, Sydney Colson in for the Aces. Hamby into Young, to Cambage. So smooth.
The Aces did a great job of executing that play. That's something new that they put in this morning. The Liz was waiting on the opposite side. They figured the defense would attack.
Davis weaving through. Cambage hit hard behind Gustafson, trying to help her up.
Aggressive is the word that we're going to use for Dallas Wings tonight. They have been super aggressive going to the basket And even going to the board, you see Imani Stafford coming over the top.
Cambage at the line. I think she's going to need a massage tomorrow. Cambage going to need a massage.
Plenty of content. We talked about her neck being sore from that first game. I'm sure she's going to be sore in other places after this one.
First one short, second one good. What a physical and fast first quarter. Ogunbowale, 1 second remaining. Shot's got to go up. Oh, yeah, she did.
And she's accustomed to making those type of shots.
She sure is.
Not afraid of the buzzer.
Anybody who has watched Arike Ogunbowale in college knows there's nothing that woman loves more than the buzzer. Keep an eye on the shot clock here. Who else would you want in this situation? Arike Ogunbowale. Aces take the lead. Second quarter action. Dallas ended the first quarter on a 14-7 run to regain the lead. Shots up for three. Sydney Colson sees nothing but wings ahead of her for a moment. Then Hamby emerges out of the yellow.
Great defense and then a great transition play. Sydney Colson keeping her head up and Dearica Hamby.
Cambage, the only Aces starter on the floor, all the reserves in. Aces have a very strong bench, they've proven it. Pass back out, but Gustafson, slightly different spot. Colson, yes!
She knew exactly where her teammate was and just flipped it over her head to give Dearica a chance to get there and get that basket. Excellent play.
Is she gonna crack a smile or not? Check this out, Colson. We're gonna call that the dump truck to Dearica Hamby. Second quarter action, Aces and Wings going at it. A quick pace today, Rusha.
Both of these teams are really doing a good job, but here, especially on defense, Sydney hustles, and she sees her teammate streaking down the court, and a flip tossed it right over the head. No look, and the crowd went wild.
Did the bench rise off their feet? Hamby knew it was coming. Can we name that the dump truck? That's what it looks like to me.
Works for me.
Fantastic pass. Colson not even going to reward you with a smile. That's just game. Shot from Thornton short. Sugar. Into Hamby. No call. Again, they're letting them play.
And that actually,
Rusha, though.
Yeah, at least it's on both sides. And that plays to the favor of Dallas because they're a much more physical team than are the Aces.
Gray able to get the foul off of Sugar.
Number 14, Sugar Rogers. That is her
First foul for Sugar Rogers. Alicia Gray goes to the line. She had a great game against the Atlanta Dream. 16 points, 8 rebounds. Watching her the other day in the win over the Mercury. If there's a loose ball around, Alicia Gray is going to find it. She is quick to the ball. It was a 69-54 win over the Mercury. How about that? The Wings holding the Mercury to just 54 points. Great defensive effort. Rogers. Rogers and Colson quick down the line. Wow. Sugar was setting up for that charge.
And here you see nobody stopped the ball.
Oh,
Sugar was there in front of her and outside of that restricted area.
is that left foot set though? Did you see it? It was her left foot set. Take a look.
On the contact, I'm not sure if she moved her feet before,
Left.
but her body was positioned.
Seconds on the clock. Colson lets it fly.
Saw a little bit of confusion between Ty and Liz, but Sydney able to get herself open for that shot.
Harrison. No good. Cambage backing up. Azure Stevens.
That offensive set coming down in transition. The Aces not able to convert.
Wings turned it over. Colson, impact player.
Liz with the dribble handoff, and Sydney Colson sets her feet and nails the three from that right wing.
This is after we saw that terrific pass over the back by Colson earlier. Colson, one of the last cuts in 2018. Boy, during practice yesterday, Colson talking the whole time.
She is a motor.
Dallas 5 turnovers. The Vegas is 1. Asia fighting for that. Colson feeling it.
We'll take 2 in a row from Sydney Colson from 3, the exact same spot.
Is this the part where we mentioned that Colson made the half-court shot today at the end of practice? Is that today?
So she's feeling her stroke.
Yeah. 3 players did, but Colson had a little shake afterwards. Check the Instagram story for it.
This team is so animated.
Asia Wilson and Ty Young, all 3 of the half-court shot makers are on the floor right now for the Aces. Gustafson coming in for Harrison. Quick catch and shoot, comes up short. Wilson grabbing the rebound. Gustafson trying to defend Wilson, and she does it well. Got some help from Plaisance as well. Ogunbowale. Colson, a gnat, pestering. De'Erica Hamby coming in to help.
Great rotation. Absolutely. Intensity and rotation on defense for the Aces. Right here, you see the intensity on defense. Colson, that pass a little too high. It could have been a little more direct, but the entire time, Ogunbowale holding De'Erica's hand.
Colson, Sugar, Tamara Young coming out. Plum, McBride, and Jackie Young back in for the Aces. Young for 3, comes up short.
Here you see was Dallas Thornton bringing the ball up. Anybody that gets the rebound can bring the ball up the court for them.
Ogunbowale able to get Plum to foul.
That was on the Aces number 10, Kelsey Plum. That is her second personal, Aces third team foul.
Ogunbowale at the line. Got 11 points. She was pretty quick out of the gates. Give us her scouting report, Lucia.
You know, this young lady is a winner. She's not afraid to take these shots. She's got a great jumper. Changes speed. She's able to do really good things, but she can finish down low. So she uses her power to absorb contact and still get the shots up.
Asia over the top of Plaisance.
She gathered herself and made a strong base and was able to get right over the top.
Everywhere the Wings try to penetrate, the Aces cutting it off on this possession. Thornton with 1 second left on the clock, drains it.
And you see strong defense by the Aces, but Thornton able to get to a spot and catch her balance and get that ball up quickly.
Brian Agler said he has said in front of his team to Thornton, as Plum, it's her first shot of the day.
Finally able to get one to go down. She struggled, but she's such a great shooter and a hard worker. You knew she wouldn't stay in that slump for long.
Oh no, and she stayed after practice, as she always does. First one out on the floor, last one to leave. She stayed afterwards today. Worked with Coach Kelly Raymond on her shot even more. Young pushing it ahead to Hanley.
And the Aces love that transition, that up and down, get the ball and get down the court. And you have De'Erica Hamby, one of the most athletic posts in this league, getting to the spot early.
Largest lead of the game for the Aces, +7. Wilson, underneath, no good. The turnover for the Wings. Gustafson fighting for it. Well, what rare NCAA feat do Megan Gustafson and Kelsey Plum share? Find out coming up right after this break. Last two Division I players to score 1,000 points in the season quickest right here on the floor tonight. Megan Gustafson on the floor for the Wings. Kelsey Plum did it for Washington. She plays for the Aces, a couple of prolific scorers. What a season Gustafson had for Iowa. She averaged 27.9 points per game on 70% shooting. And what a journey for her. Cut by the Wings and then re-signed on the 13th.
It just shows you how hard it is to play in this league. This young lady did great things. She was the Naismith Player of the Year last season, and all of her accolades, but still made it to the WNBA and got cut, being a first-round pick.
I thought Reagan Peevely, TCU's head coach, really said it well the other night when she said you get drafted because of your offense, but you make a roster because of your defense. I asked Brian Agler about that before the game, and he said, sure, there's a lot that she needs to do. She played a lot of zone in college. She needs to learn to read angles. You got to run to defend people, not places in the WNBA. He said, but she'll get it. She's done hard work. He was grateful that she had all of training camp with the Wings. He said, so really, she got a lot out of that, even though she was recently re-signed.
And here, the Aces, you see Liz and Asia laughing because that play is drawn up for them to run out of a timeout. They're looking for that high-low post-to-post pass.
No, not in my house.
Denied.
Yeah, she can shoot the rock, too. There's the three.
And her teammate cleaning up for her, getting that rebound and going up.
9-0 Vegas run. fun of watching Liz Cambage is the disgust on her face in contact. She has a very expressive face.
There's A'ja again on a bit of a roll. She's done a great job. 6 points in these last few minutes.
Great talk by Cambage, and then loosening that ball up. Jackie Young picks it up. Plum, extra pass to Wilson. Ends up in a turnover like we thought. Ogunbowale hanging herself on Jackie Young. As that ball is in, Ogunbowale.
You see A'ja Wilson set that screen for Jackie, and Jackie had to shoot over her.
Shot clock ticking down, 5 seconds. Ogunbowale. Bill Laimbeer going to take a timeout, set it up. 29.1 seconds remaining in the half. 15-point lead for the Las Vegas Aces. A totally different energy than we saw this Aces team have on Thursday. Strong effort from the Aces from start to finish. A very different look. One of the things that Bill Laimbeer said he was most focused upon, and certainly his reserves contributing big time. Sydney Colson, who can forget this dump truck pass over the back to Dearica Hamby. But she did even more than that, Colson. She got the open shot. She's going to take it, draining it. Bench production strong for the Aces as always. As Bill Laimbeer takes some time to draw up one last play. For Brian Agler, this is a team, the New Orleans team, that's been holding their opponents to 71.7 points per game on average. First demand of this team when he came in was a commitment to defense. Wants them to be creative defensively. Agler has said that he considers that the mark of a championship team, and he said you never know, in a couple of years he could get this team there. McBride inbounding. Ten seconds on the clock. Cambage back to Young. Gonna spin out to Cambage. 3 seconds. Somebody's got to take the shot. Colson. Oh, yes. Amani McGee staff are going to get the last shot of the half, laying it in. With 1 second remaining. Aces will go into the half plus 15. On a 15-2 run to end the half, A'ja Wilson had 8 of those 15 points. Much stronger first half. Marusha Brown standing by with the very active Sydney Colson.
Sid, great offense and defense. How did you know Dearica was behind you?
Well, when I was going for the steal, I heard her yelling, and I was like, if I don't get this, I'm going to be a failure. I got to get it. I got to get it to her. I was about to turn around, and then I was like, I know she's alone, so let me freak it a little bit.
The crowd enjoyed it, but on offense as well, you've done a great job of getting the team set up and nailing 2 shots from where you practice all day and shoot around.
Yeah, because remember, everybody was making fun of me for the air ball, so I needed to redeem myself a little bit.
Well, you did a great job. Thanks, Sid. Good luck in the second half.
So much personality, and Sydney Colson, she called that pass freaking it a little bit. Okay, all right, we'll do that. Coming up next, we'll talk about the Aces and the great work they do off the court. I like that dump truck. Sydney Colson doing it with style.
We know that Dallas is really intense on both offense and defense, but you guys have seemed to stop them. What do you see that your team is doing well tonight?
I think we're bringing the energy. We're talking on defense. We're playing together. We're playing great show defense. And we executing the game plan.
And you know this third quarter is going to be really important. How can you set the tempo so that the team follows throughout the rest of the game?
It starts with defense. We got to make sure we're aggressive. We're up on the pick and rolls, and then we're attacking them in transition.
Awesome. Great job. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, we've seen them have starts both ways, right? They do come out and aggressive. We've heard them before say aggressive, but you got to see it in those first few minutes. So time will tell right here. A 15-point lead for the Aces at the end of the first half, but the Wings have had time to regroup as well, and they hang their hat on their defense and their intensity. Moving the ball well are the Wings.
And the Aces get a great defensive stop, but not able to come away with the defensive rebound.
Long ball, no good. Third opportunity, no, off the foot. Aces basketball. A'ja Wilson begging inside. Coming around, Liz Cambage. Foul on Alicia Gray. Not a lot of threes per game from these two teams in terms of attempts.
And it's surprising because the Aces have some real threats from outside.
It is not loud enough in here. It's Aces basketball.
Plum trying to say that was tipped by a wing.
Yes, slipped right of her hands.
Not going to be bought. Gumbawale through traffic up, denied by Cambage. Loose ball.
And the Aces getting hands on everything. Shot clock winding down.
3 seconds, Gray coming up over the top of Cambage.
Just a little hesitation to get Liz off balance, and then she's able to get it up and over the top off the backboard.
And a quick turnover. So what did Vicki Johnson say to you at the half?
That defense has to be there. And still the focus. They've got to make sure that they're doing things the right way. Defense looks good, but you can't turn the ball over.
Vicki Stafford over to Plaisance. Doesn't go in, but the second effort, time and time again, the offensive boards for the Wings.
And the Aces keep fighting. A'ja Wilson getting a great pass from Kayla McBride as she went down the left side of the court, going to her strong hand to finish.
Go to your pillars of your team when you need to, right? McBride to Wilson.
You see Kayla McBride with her head up, seeing her good friend A'ja Wilson streaking down the court. Hayes finished for 2.
Young inside to Wilson. Fading away, knocking it down. Big smile.
You see the chemistry and the energy is there for the Aces. Coach Johnson spoke about that also, how important that is for this team. Their defense and energy is their staple.
Going back into the first half, it's been a 19-4 Aces run. Clipped there with a pass inside to Gray and bucket.
Gray did a great job of cutting baseline to get open for that shot. Great entry pass.
Wilson loves that shot.
Great job by A'ja. She sized her up, and she got her going to the left just a little bit and came back to her right to put the shot up over the top.
Closing the door, Wilson and Cambage. Nowhere to go down here. Plaisance. Young over to Plum. Wayne's waiting. Ogunbowale. No good. Cambage doing the work.
Leading the break. I'm sure coach wanted her to get that one up. She kicks it out. Jackie Young for three again. Not able to get it down.
Pace is not quite what we saw in the first half, that's for sure.
As you see, the Aces doing an incredible job on defense to make sure that they cut down on good looks at the basket.
Yeah, you can't get inside on the Aces right now.
You see the rotation is going really well. They're digging down on the post, they're hedging on the screens, and just making it really difficult for Dallas to get any open looks.
Hamby entering the game as Cambage gets a rest. Great movement and reverse.
They work on that baseline cut. When the defense is so aggressive, it's easy for that baseline pass to go inside.
Sharing the basketball brings you joy after a while. And look at Jackie Young to A'ja Wilson. McBride on the cut. Team basketball. "19-point lead for the Aces, but the story within the story, they are sharing the basketball.
You know, they had a fun time playing together, and they have managed to assist on 22 of the 25 field goals made.
That's better than that. 22 assists on 25 makes. It's everybody getting in on it. Cambage to Wilson. McBride to Wilson. And then giving it right back. We just saw this before the break. Wilson to McBride. What a difference 2 days make. How about that? Harrison trying to come up in between. Catch and shoot. Oh, rattling around.
And looked good, but just did not go down for Kayla McBride. And that's a shot she's accustomed to taking. She likes to get her feet set in transition and get that ball up.
Foul on A'ja Wilson. Look at A'ja.
She has to calm herself. And look at her face. Because she went up and got the ball, she thought. Still a look of amazement on her face.
A'ja Wilson looks like she's having a talk with herself. Oh, now she's having a talk with him. First foul.
And she manages to do so with a smile, and then she tells the ref, okay, but then the side eye.
Yeah. Need a whole clip reel of A'ja and Liz Cambage's expressions.
They are super expressive, and those two together, you can get you a bloopers reel on their reactions.
Plum trying to get a look at it. Could push that pass. Hamby for three. More ball movement.
These ladies are executing on all the things they worked on in these last few days with practice. Dearica Hamby played three just a little bit in a few of the games, but she knows she's capable of popping out and taking that shot.
And that shot got her 1,000 points. 1,000 career points for Dearica Hamby. Fresh contract for her this year with the Aces. Bill Laimbeer saying, I think it just allowed her to have some confidence settle in.
She knew she wanted to be here. This organization and franchise treats their players as top-tier athletes. So with confidence, like you said, she's able to put that ball up and shoot it and nail it for three for the Aces.
1,000 career points for Dearica Hamby and a 3-year guaranteed contract, giving her stability and security here with the Las Vegas Aces. Coming off a terrific season in the Italian League. All alone, Ogunbowale. Uh-oh.
Old teammates. Asia was able to make Alicia have to step out.
Ogunbowale not going to miss the second time, even with the defender on her. Beautiful three. Inside to Hamby.
She's finding her stride again. She struggled in those last 2 games that the Aces played, but tonight she's been able to get herself conditioned to playing within the offense and using her energy to get her shots off.
Denied. No call. Azurá Stevens.
Great entry pass to Stevens from Ogunbowale. Able to get that ball up and over the top, but right back at you. A'ja Wilson running the floor and found by her teammate for an easy 2. And you see Jackie Young being called for the foul on the defensive rebound. She's been battling with Thornton tonight. The subs come in. Asia's able to get a rest after all that up and down, being able to score. But it doesn't get better for the Dallas Wings because her substitution is Liz Cambage.
Plaisance. The defense of Hamby ends up in a foul.
Plaisance did a really good job of using her body, getting Dearica up in the air and then going underneath her arm to get that shot off and forcing the referees to call a foul.
Plaisance at the line. Brooke McCarty-Williams in now for the Wings. Arike Ogunbowale had 16 points. One more bucket will be a new season and career high for her. She has 16 so far this year. Cambage hit the floor hard. Thornton, extra pass out to Brooke McCarty-Williams. Plaisance for 3.
And the Dallas Wings were putting a lot of pressure on Liz Cambage in that last offensive play, making it difficult for her. Miscommunication by the Aces on this offensive play. Ty and Liz trying to figure it out.
Sydney Colson, Brooke McCarty. Arike Ogunbowale coming around, fading away. No good. inside to Hamby. Wings defense looking strong, closing out. 3-point off the iron for Tamara Young. The legs out.
Those bounce passes into the post players. There's plenty of feet and legs down there.
With that, Agumbawale, 18 points, a new season high for her. Final minute of the third quarter. Hamby knocking it down from beyond the arc. So made threes for the Aces.
So comfortable. She was looking for that shot. She saw her defender slacking off of her, so she knew to stay out so she'd get an opportunity to get that up.
Dearica Hamby and Sydney Colson each 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Hamby picks it off and lays it in.
Dearica's energy is always necessary as Ty Young runs through the passing lane for the steal, and the Aces get another possession.
Out to Cambage for 2. Fans on their feet in the house.
They will take it. A little bobbling off the ball. Great intentions and ending up with a basket for the Aces. Liz Cambage from the short corner.
Defensive effort by Dearica Hamby. The crowd is on their feet. Aces basketball has been intense. 19-point lead. Fourth quarter action, a little bit of maybe a ramp up in the third quarter for the Aces. They started sharing the basketball, and it continues here. That one not laid in. Dearica Hamby with a new season high for her with 18 points. Gray slightly off the mark. Things not going in for the Wings.
You see the Aces activity both on offense and defense.
Ball movement inside, bang, nothing happening there. Aces basketball pushing ahead.
Liz.
Denied inside, but with a foul, yeah.
The ball fake and then going to the basket. The whistle was a little late, so she was just a little bit perturbed with the late call. But she goes to the line for 2.
Knocking it down is Liz Cambage. There's an undercurrent there. Don't deny it. Knocks down both of those. Makes you pay for fouling her. Jackie Young having a good time on the bench, smiling, laughing.
But not saying anything.
Well, not saying a word, but listening to Asia Wilson, who's saying everything. Sitting next to her. The only time I saw Jackie Young say anything was when she missed a shot down here. Then she had something to say. Point lead for the Aces. Hamby and Gray at the jump ball.
Dearica looking around the circle to see who she can tip it to.
Liz.
Liz just completely frustrated with all the contact she's receiving and no calls being made. She tried to outlet that pass to Dearica Hamby, who was getting out on the break. She lost the ball and a piece of her arm, it looked like.
The whistle as Cambage ends up on the floor.
And she'll get that call on her, the foul for Liz.
It's her second. Desiree Stevens inbounding the ball. Aces defense, nowhere to go. Ogunbowale, Hamby picks her up. Foul on Ty Young. There were no whistles at the beginning of this game.
Maybe they're trying to make up for some time.
You should behave yourself. Gray at the line. Don't be batting those lashes at me at this point. Doesn't work on me.
But the Dallas team has to make sure they keep being aggressive, both on offense and defense. The only way you can dig into this lead is by getting to the line and making sure they hit open shots.
Yeah, Dallas 100% from the free throw line, but shooting 20% from beyond the arc and just 29% from the floor. Aces have tied their season high in assists with 27. Gray. Little bunny not going in. Second effort. So frustrating for the Wings.
Amani McGee-Stafford working so hard to try and get that down. Rebound, trying to put it back, could not get it to go down. But that intensity is very necessary for this Dallas Wings team.
Cambage. Those have been falling today for her. Loose ball.
And there goes the monitor.
Monitor is gone. Swedish Fish are okay. Thank you. Oh, thanks. I'll put this back together. I got plenty of time. All right, Rusha, you take it from here while I fix this. Oh, yeah, that's not going to get fixed. Sorry, guys. We're going to need that. New monitor. Sub 1. Swedish Fish, totally intact. Oh, I'm good. You did nothing to help me there, Rusha, by the way.
Listen, that's outside of my...
Your arms are so long, you could have just deflected that pass.
Good hustle by Ty.
Into Hamby. Ace is on track.
Another good hustle. Get her hand on the ball by Ty Young. Going to make the Dallas team have to walk the ball up the court instead of moving out in transition.
McGee-Stafford turning around. I mean, nothing.
There's got to be a lid on that goal.
And on the other side, Aces continuing to convert. With 29 assists, season high. Brooke McCarty. Back out to Ogunbowale. It's the bucket, man.
Nothing is going down for them. You almost...
It's like one of those carnival buckets.
It is.
Right?
Like it's rigged. Is it rigged?
Well, I'm definitely not saying that. Hamby.
Here you see Sydney Colson. She crosses up Ogunbowale and dishes it to Dearica Hamby, waiting down low for the easy layup. And Ty, Dearica once again running down that right side. Her energy gets her to the basket quicker than anyone, able to convert. Now she's back at the line.
Assist after assist. 29 assists on 33 makes. 23 points for Dearica Hamby. One more point ties her career high of 24. There it is. We mentioned that earlier this week she was ill.
Spent the night in the hospital on Wednesday night.
Yeah, the night before Thursday's game.
And everybody on the Aces squad is holding their hands straight up as Sugar Rogers contested that shot, but called for the foul by the referees. Her teammates begged to differ. Here you see the entry pass, and Sugar straight up, but she did lower her hand. She broke the plane, and Isabel Harrison goes to the line for two. Look at Liz and Gustafson.
The dish from Liz in to Tamara Young. Brooke McCarty-Williams being denied repeatedly. The pass, though, loose ball. Agumbawale.
The Wings finally get one to go down.
Hamby for three. She cannot miss tonight.
She is on fire. She's making up for lost time.
Career high 27 points for Dearica Hamby. 11 of 14 from the field. Ball popped out. Dearica Hamby, 27 points, including 3 of 3 from distance, having a career day inside the house. Bellagio, Vegas, on fire Saturday night. Under 5 minutes remaining, Aces Wings. Wings coming off 2 wins, including a really nice win over the Phoenix Mercury. But Brian Agler telling me, look, we started the season 0-5. We won 2 games, but before the game he was saying, we're really not that much different than the 0-5 team. We're just getting a little better every game. There's just a lot of shots that have not fallen for the Wings. Good shots.
And it looks like they've executed their game plan, but not able to get those shots to go down. As Isabella Harrison gets to the basket, a nice sweeping hook going to her left side.
The defensive effort from the Wings today seems to have been consistent. What are your thoughts?
The Dallas Wings end on a basket right before this timeout by Bill Laimbeer.
Aces and Wings battling it out, but really it has been all Aces, and A'ja Wilson, not a surprise. 20 points again.
A'ja's been really consistent, and she's been working really hard to get to the basket, running a lot. At one point she asked for a sub because she had been up and down and up and down, but she's able to read her defense and get the ball up on the glass high, and just really excited with her teammates as she scores her 20 points.
8 rebounds and 3 assists for her. 31 assists for the Aces today.
And just with the fluidity of the offense, they're throwing the ball, making the passes to the right person.
Carolyn Schwartz and Jisoo Park in.
Bill Laimbeer has had it. He just hit Kelly Schumacher and got a tech.
Didn't hit Kelly Schumacher. He threw a paper piece of paper.
Yes, and the paper hit Kelly Schumacher.
Yeah.
Let's clear that up.
Yeah,
since everybody didn't see it.
Yeah. He didn't throw anything at anybody.
No, he just threw it, and it bounced off the floor and hit Kelly.
Yes, so let's leave that.
As Vicky walks up to get Bill, so he doesn't get a second tech.
Arike Ogunbowale. He plays Onsbrook, McCarty, Williams, looking for some openings. Flyby by Tamara Young. Carolyn Swords closes that out, ends that conversation. Colson on the ground. Scrappy.
A little afraid of her going on the ground. Last time she hit the ground, she got a concussion.
Sydney Colson. No good.
Aces defense still giving the Wings fits, not able to get an easy look at the basket.
Ogunbowale having to work for it, being chased away. Bucket won't fall. Back and forth. Foul is on Tamara Young.
Sydney Wilson had the open shot, trying to get Carolyn Swords a look at the basket. Not able to convert. So the Aces have a timeout. We'll be back.
Let's get caught up. Aces have been sharing the basketball. 31 assists tonight.
Everybody's running the floor, and everybody's being on the opposite end of an assist. Sydney Colson doing an incredible job of taking the shots and getting to the basket to score for her team.
And how about Jackie Young getting things started early for the Aces? Scored the first points, 9 points, and Ambi, a career day.
Just this morning, she was working really hard on her shorts. Always has the energy, but spotting up and taking those shots with confidence. We expect her to run the floor, though. And A'ja Wilson, she is who we thought she was. Able to get to the basket, put the ball up and over, and lead her team.
Ambi also scored her 1,000th career point tonight, in addition to a new career high for her.
This game continues to be physical.
Nicely shot. Bank from Ogunbowale. Yeah, it's been a physical game for sure. Foul on Carolyn Swords with a smile. Wings return home after this to host the Connecticut Sun before traveling to New York.
Sydney Colson with a full court pressure on McCarty McWilliams.
Shot clock ticking down, 4 seconds. It was worth the wait.
Seems to be where she thrives. When the clock is running down, she finds a way to get to the basket.
Ogunbowale, 25 points today, a new season, and of course, career high for her. Picks up that foul as she reaches around Sydney Colson, though. Liz Cambage picks up her 40th consecutive game, by the way, with double-figure scoring. She's 11 points. Getting a nice rest right now. I was just about to say Smiles on the bench, Wilson and Cambage. And double-figure scoring for Sydney Colson with 10.
And it's hard to find A'ja Wilson without a smile these days, but this team has played really well tonight, and they deserve a little bit of relief after that game on Thursday.
Yeah, and not a lot of time to rest or recover for this team because on Monday they'll be right back here hosting the Seattle Storm. Second foul on Carolyn Swords. What you say about A'ja Wilson and a smile? Always.
Always.
Maybe Jackie Young isn't talking because she can't get a word in edgewise.
Not if she's with A'ja. Absolutely not.
We might have just cracked the code right there.
Jisoo Park able to hand it off to Ty Young. Swatted.
Jisoo hitting the floor.
She was strong enough to come down with it, but Stevens also putting some pressure on, causing a jump ball.
Jisoo Park, just 20 years old. Last year was the youngest player in the WNBA. Go in for Carolyn Swords. Baseline. A lot of good shots for the Wings. Not going in.
See,
Ty Young off the mark.
you see the Aces still trying to work through the offense. Carolyn Swords doing some work, not able to convert, but getting a chance for a jump ball.
Megan Gustafson, her second game as a pro, second active game. Seven points for Gustafson today. Did a lot of good work. 7 rebounds. Great work. Brooke McCarty-Williams. But there's a perfect example of Megan Gustafson out of Iowa. Toughness.
Working hard on the boards of the Wings. Able to get that one to go down after Jisoo Park blocked the initial shot. Stevens got the rebound and put it back in. Jisoo with a great look at the basket, not able to knock it down.
For the Dallas Wings, the win streak ends. After 2 wins, the Aces hand the Wings a loss. Bill Laimbeer said he needed energy, and he got energy from the start from the Las Vegas Aces. Season high in assists for the Las Vegas Aces. Career high day for Dearica Hamby. 40th consecutive double-figure scoring game for Liz Cambage. But that woman, Dearica Hamby, after spending Wednesday night in the hospital ill, came out today with a fantastic effort, her 1,000th career point. Aces fans being